Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've done these types of videos, but that's because I just haven't been reading. So now I moved on to a new book and I'm so excited because I really wanted to read this one if you guys saw my last book video, and I finally had the time to read it and I finished it quite quickly actually. So that's a good thing. And so the book that I finished and read and loved is I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, and that is written by Erica L. Sanchez, and it's about a girl whose sister died and she's trying to figure out like what happened, like how it happened, and like all the mysteries to that. But it's also like a coming of age novel, like, you know, like self-discovery and like what they want to do with their lives and stuff. So I just thought that it was really nice. And like reading the description, I was like, oh, this is totally relatable because, you know, I'm a Mexican daughter who is not perfect. So I was like, oh, this would be like so easy to relate to. And it was, you know, I don't read many books written by Latinx authors, so it's like it's very hard to find things that are relatable in books. Even like, you know, there's always something that's like, oh, I'm like this character, but you know, like at the end of the day the character's Caucasian, so then it's like, oh, we're not that like alike. But then there's this protagonist here and a bunch of characters, like every single character except like one or two are Mexican, so I think that's awesome. I thought that was awesome, like right away. Like I was like, oh, like they are all like me somehow. Like I can like they mention a character and I'm like, oh wait, that's me, or like, oh wait, that's me, and stuff. So yeah, it was a very relatable book in a way. Like, you know, like the main character Julia, she would talk a lot about her family, and I was like, oh well, like that's how my family is, or like my mom does that exact same thing, or my dad is just like that. So I thought that was really cool. Or, you know, like my aunts and uncles and my cousins and stuff, like all the references to like their families or like how they grew up and all that stuff. Like I was like, oh, like that's me. So I thought that was really awesome to see, like from a book. And you know, and the book is written very well. I'm like so used to books just like explaining things and going into the details and stuff, but this, it like went into the details, but also like I felt like the book in a way was written like as a diary for Julia. Like it felt like I was reading her diary or something, just because it was written in a way that I was like, oh, like I've never seen this before, where it's like you like straight up hear everything, like every thought that Julia has, like nothing is like hidden or anything. Like it felt like I was reading her diary, because it just felt like it was her the whole time. Like it wasn't like a person writing about this character, it was her. Like it was written in first person, which I thought was perfect for the story. And like it was also, yeah, it was great. Like in terms of the story, like I felt like it was like it was really interesting in a way, because like I related to her but also I didn't. So it was like for some things, like, you know, she wants to be a writer when she grows up, like I want to be a writer. So I thought that was cool. Like I was like, oh, we're the same. Like, but yeah, but then like some things that she goes through, like with her family and her, like her connections with her mother and her friends, like I was like, oh, I don't have that. Like yeah, they're like, she's brutally honest. I'm nothing like that. So I was like, oh, okay, like I'm just a little shy girl. It was very interesting, but then there's like so much like to relate to, and there's also a lot not to relate to, which I thought that was great. And yeah, in terms of the story was really good. Like it went to places I didn't think it would have, but it was real. Like I'll just say that. Like, you know, it's a cheesy, but it's true. It's real. It's a real story. I thought that was great. And then there was also a mystery aspect, which I wasn't, like, it's funny. It even says in the back here that her sister is like passed away, and then right when I showed the first page I was like, oh my god, what? Like I don't know. I was like, oh, I didn't realize like that happened right away, and it did. So yeah, it was really good. It was a really nice story, and I highly recommend this. So please read it. And yeah, that's it. That's my review. I thought it was amazing. Please read it. I highly recommend it. Yeah. And so reviews don't stop there. So obviously we have my next novel. I did say I was gonna read Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. However, there's movie adaptation coming out for this book, and I don't know why I just got instantly hooked to that idea. So I ordered the book because I have Amazon Prime, so and it came in literally the next day. And the book is called All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. And so I will read to you what it's about. Theodore Finch is fascinated by death. Every day he thinks of ways he might die, but every day he also searches for and manages to find something to keep him here and alive and awake. Violet Markley lives for the future, counting the days until graduation, when she can escape her small Indiana town and her aching grief in the wake of her sister's death. When Finch and Violet meet on the ledge of the bell tower at school, 6 stories above the ground, it's unclear who saves whom. Soon it's only with Violet that Finch can be himself, and it's only with Finch that Violet forgets to count away the days and starts living them. But as Violet world grows, Finch begins to shrink. ... So yeah, that's basically the story. It's about these two people, and I thought it was interesting, and I really liked the cast. Justice Smith and Elle Fanning are in the movie adaptation, and I think they're great actors. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a great story, and I've heard of it before because one of my friends on Twitter, they would like talk about it a lot, but I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna. And then literally like the last second when the trailer, not the trailer, but a teaser to the trailer came out, I was like, okay, I'm hooked. I'm gonna get it. And I have started reading it. Like, I have my thing. I've only read like a chapter, so that's it. But I plan to read more because school's starting, and you know, I like to spend a lot of time at school, and there's always gaps between my classes. So that's when I get the time to read, and also at work I get to read. So I'm gonna read it at work and at school, and hopefully I can finish this soon because the movie comes out on the 28th, and it's already the 7th. Right? No, it's the 6th! Oh my god. I still don't even know what day it is today. I mean, by this time it's gonna be like a week or two after this. That's basically it. Highly recommend. And I'm gonna read this. So if you guys have read it, please let me know your thoughts. Don't spoil it, but please let me know your thoughts. And yeah, it's been a while, but I love books. Please know that I love books. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye!